In a small cell carved from the limestone cliffs of the Nitrian Desert lived a monk. He was known throughout the region for his wisdom, yet he rarely spoke. While other teachers gave long, flowing sermons to the pilgrims who traveled miles to see them, Agathon often greeted them with a simple nod and a bowl of water. A young seeker named Leo arrived one day, frustrated and exhausted. "Abba," Leo cried, "I have studied all the scriptures. I have fasted for weeks, and I have prayed until my voice is hoarse. Yet I am still filled with anger when someone insults me, and I am still filled with pride when I do a good deed. How do I fix my soul?" Agathon did not answer immediately. Instead, he reached into the sand and picked up a small, smooth pebble. He placed it inside his own mouth and looked at Leo with eyes full of kindness. Leo stayed for a week, then a month. He watched Agathon weave baskets, fetch water, and tend to the sick who wandered by. For the entire time Agathon kept that stone in his mouth, he lived in total silence. 3 years passed. Finally, one morning at sunrise, Agathon took the stone out of his mouth and dropped it into the sand. "Now," Agathon said, his voice sounding like the rustle of dry leaves, "I can speak." Leo was stunned. 3 years, just to learn to be quiet, Agathon smiled. "I did not keep the stone in my mouth to learn how to be quiet, Leo. I kept it there to learn how to speak only when my words were more beautiful than silence." He explained to the young man that every time he had felt a sharp word rising to his lips, or a boastful thought wanting to be heard, the stone reminded him to pause. In that pause, he gathered data on his own heart. He learned that most of what we say is meant to build up our own ego or tear down another's. "The desert is vast," Agathon whispered, "but it is not empty. It is filled with the presence of the divine. When we stop the noise of the tongue, we finally begin to hear the music of the soul." This story from the ancient desert teaches us that self-mastery is the highest form of spiritual practice. In a world that demands we react instantly and speak loudly, there is a profound, holy power in the pause. It reminds us that our words are seeds. We must be careful which ones we choose to plant in the hearts of others.